Good evening, beloved heart. You're not here by accident. The weight you feel, the ache in your soul, the knot in your chest, they're not small and they're not unnoticed. They matter. And more than anything, they are seen by the one who made you. Right now, you may be carrying things you haven't told anyone about, the kind of heaviness that silence can't explain. Maybe people are tired of hearing you talk about it. Maybe you're tired of repeating yourself. You've said, "I'm fine," too many times, and each time you feel less seen. But here's a quiet truth for this night. You don't have to explain yourself to people. You don't have to break yourself open for those who will never understand what's buried inside. You don't need to keep draining your soul to get validation from others, because God already knows. He already saw the tears you wiped quickly so no one would ask questions. He already heard the scream you didn't let out. He already felt the weight you tried to ignore. So tonight, this space is sacred. This is a moment not for public display, not for social media, not for any human applause. This is a space where you bring your heart to the only one who truly knows how to hold it. When your heart is heavy, talk to God. Not because it's religious, not because someone told you to, but because He listens, really listens. And not to judge you or shame you, He listens so He can carry it. He listens because He loves you more than your pain tries to convince you otherwise. This is not about reciting perfect prayers. It's not about having all the right words. It's about sitting in the presence of God with your truth. Raw, unfiltered, messy if it must be. Maybe you're here tonight because you've hit your limit. Maybe you've tried every other way to fix things. Maybe you've talked to people who gave you advice that made things worse. Maybe you've stayed quiet for too long, trying to be strong for everyone else. But what if this is the night everything begins to shift? Not because of a miracle in your situation, but because you finally surrender the weight to the one who was never meant to leave you alone in it. You don't need to pretend here. You don't need to keep being strong. You can exhale, let the layers peel away, the disappointments, the broken dreams, the "I thought by now things would be different," the "why did they leave," the "what's wrong with me," the "I'm tired of hoping," the "no one understands me." Let God hear it all. Let Him sit in that silence with you, because He never fails. Even when it looks like nothing's moving, He's still working. Let this night be your release. Let this be your moment of retreat. Not to run away, but to run toward the only one who's never turned His back on you. This is for the ones who feel forgotten. This is for the ones who prayed and nothing changed. This is for the ones who smiled all day but cry in secret at night. This is for you, so let's talk to God. Not out of routine, but because our hearts can't carry this alone anymore. He is here. You are not alone. He never fails. Let's begin slowly. Don't rush this moment. You're not here to impress anyone. You're here to be honest with the one who created the depths of your heart. Let's walk into the silence where truth lives. Let's lean into the quiet where peace waits. Close your eyes, not to shut out the world, but to open the eyes of your spirit. Inhale, hold it, exhale slowly. This isn't just breathing, it's release. Each breath, a letting go, of expectations, of fears, of shame, of comparison. You are not behind. You are not too broken. You are not forgotten. You are here, and God is here with you. Think about what weighs on your heart right now. Call it by name. Don't be afraid of it. It's already known by God. What's keeping you up at night? What's making your chest feel heavy? Who have you lost recently? Emotionally, physically, spiritually? What questions have been living rent-free in your mind? Bring them here. Lay them down. You don't have to fix it tonight. You only need to let God in. Let's reflect together. Have you been trying to solve things alone? Have you been seeking answers from people who can't even fix their own problems? Have you felt like you're always strong for others, but no one checks on your strength? You can let go tonight. Let go of needing to be understood. Let go of that silent competition in your mind. Let go of being the one who always has it together. Now let this truth enter your heart. God is not overwhelmed by your brokenness. He doesn't back away from your mess. He draws closer, just like Jesus sat with the woman at the well. Not to judge her, but to give her living water. He is sitting with you right now, right in the middle of your mistakes, right in the middle of your confusion, right in the middle of your weariness. Don't try to clean up before you let him in. He does his best work in the raw, unfiltered spaces of our lives. Speak to him now in your heart. God, I'm tired of carrying what I was never meant to carry. I've tried to be strong, but it's wearing me down. People don't see it, but you do. I don't want to pretend with you. I want peace. I want rest. I need you tonight. And as you speak those words, feel the burden begin to lift. Not because you've solved it, but because you've surrendered it. Let the silence be your sacred place tonight. Let the heaviness be exchanged for the whisper of God's presence. Stay here as long as you need. Let's walk through a few Bible verses, not to rush past them, but to let them speak to the deepest parts of you. 1 Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Notice, it doesn't say God is close when you're cheerful. It says he draws near when you're broken. So if you're crushed tonight, he is not far. He's sitting right there beside you. 2. Matthew 1:11-28-30. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Jesus didn't say, come after you're healed. He said, come when you're tired. Come when you're burdened. That's how loved you are. He knows you can't carry this weight alone, and you don't have to. His yoke is easy, his burden is light. He offers peace in exchange for your exhaustion. 3. Isaiah 41:10. Do not fear, for I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you. Sometimes the fear isn't just about what's happening. It's about what might happen next. The future feels unclear. But God doesn't promise to remove all uncertainty. He promises to walk with you through it. He'll strengthen you when you're too weak to even pray. And he doesn't shame you for being weak. He simply shows up with strength. 4. Lamentations 3:22-23. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed. His mercies are new every morning. No matter how this day went, no matter what you said or didn't say, you are not beyond his mercy. And guess what? Tomorrow mercy is waiting again. You didn't lose your chance. You're still in God's hands. You're still being carried. So let these truths echo in your mind. God is close to me when I'm crushed. I don't have to be strong all the time. I can come as I am. Mercy is not based on performance. God never fails. Let's now pray these truths into our spirit. This is your quiet hour with God. This is not performance. This is not poetry. This is you whispering your truth to the one who listens when no one else does. Let's begin together. The prayer of unloading. Dear God, I don't want to carry this anymore. I've held it too tightly for too long. The pain, the worry, the expectations, the silent cries. I kept them because I thought I had to, but I don't have to anymore. I lay them before you, not piece by piece. I drop the whole bag, the memories that sting, the questions that haunt, the losses I pretend I've healed from, the disappointments I bury deep so people won't see I'm struggling. Lord, carry them now. Carry what I cannot. Hold what I keep pretending I've healed from. Because truthfully, I haven't. The prayer of not being okay. God, tonight I admit it, I'm not okay, and I need to say that without fear. I'm tired of masking, tired of smiling when my soul is crumbling, tired of explaining my pain to people who keep forgetting it. I need you to meet me in this place, not a fixed version of me, just this version. I know you won't reject me, so here I am, weary, wounded, worn. Cover me with your compassion. Sit with me in this midnight. Make my heart remember that you're still God, even when I'm undone. The prayer for clarity. Father, the road ahead is blurry. I don't know where I'm going. I've tried plans, I've made decisions, I've followed advice, but still, confusion follows me. What do you want me to do, Lord? I don't want to move in fear, but I also don't want to stand still out of doubt. Speak to me, God, not through lightning or loud signs, but through your peace. Help me know what to say yes to. Help me know what to walk away from. Help me discern between my emotions and your voice. The prayer for healing, emotional and spiritual. God, there are wounds in me no one sees. Some came from betrayal, some came from my own choices, some came from silence, some came from loss, and I've pretended they didn't matter, but they do. They affect how I love, they affect how I pray, they affect how I see you. Heal me, Lord, not just so I can be happy again, but so I can be whole. Touch the parts I've numbed, resurrect the joy I buried. Remind me that nothing is too broken for you to restore. The prayer for rest, Lord. Tonight I ask for what the world rarely gives. Rest, not just sleep, but rest. Rest in my thoughts. Rest from fear. Rest from overthinking every word I said. Rest from worrying about who loves me and who doesn't. Quiet the racing inside me. Still the storm in my soul. Be the pillow I can finally lay my spirit on. Let my mind rest in your truth. You don't sleep, but I must. So keep watch, Lord. While I rest, you reign. The prayer for my family. God, my family is not perfect. We have our flaws, our tensions, our silence, our scars, but they matter to me. And I place them before you. Protect them tonight. Cover their minds from torment. Heal what's broken between us. Build bridges where walls were raised. Soften the hearts that have gone cold. May your presence reach every bed in my home. Let your peace be a blanket that touches every soul connected to mine by blood or love. The prayer for forgiveness. Dear Father, I've messed up. I've fallen short in ways I'm ashamed to admit. I've said things I shouldn't. I've held bitterness. I've avoided you. I've blamed you. And I've sometimes doubted that you still wanted me. But tonight, I'm done hiding. Forgive me. Not because I've earned it, but because you're kind. Wash me in mercy. Not shallow mercy, but deep, cleansing mercy that wipes off the shame, the guilt, the cycles. Teach me how to begin again. The prayer for strength. God, there are things I need to do that I don't have the energy for. People to care for, bills to pay, decisions to make, battles to fight. I feel stretched, drained, worn out. Give me strength that doesn't come from sleep, strength that comes from hope. Let me wake up not with dread, but with direction, not with fear, but fire. Renew me in the night so I don't live tomorrow in survival mode. The prayer for inner peace, Lord. My heart is noisy. Sometimes the loudest battles are not out there, but inside me. I argue with myself. I second guess everything. I overthink every interaction, and it's exhausting. But I know you are not the author of confusion. You are peace itself. So speak peace to the voices in my mind. Drown out the lies. Silence the shame. Fill me with the knowing that I am safe in you. The prayer for rebuilding, God. Some things have crumbled. Friendships, opportunities, my self-esteem, my faith, my routines. It feels like rubble. But you are a builder, so build again, Lord. From the pieces, from the ruins, from the ashes. Let beauty rise where there was once pain. Let hope live again in the places I buried it. I am open to the new thing you want to do, even if it's different than I imagined. The prayer for loneliness. Dear God, sometimes I feel invisible, like I could disappear and no one would notice. People are around, but I feel unseen. I laugh, but I'm hollow. I show up, but no one asks how I'm really doing. But you see me. You know the me behind the smiles. So I give you this loneliness, not to be pitied, but to be held. Wrap me in your nearness. Remind me that even in silence, I am not alone. You are with me. That is enough. The prayer for unanswered prayers. Father, there are things I've prayed for, begged for, cried for, and still nothing. The door didn't open. The person didn't stay. The healing didn't come. But I'm still here. And I choose to believe that just because it hasn't happened doesn't mean you've ignored me. Give me faith to trust you, even when the answer is no, or not yet, or different. Help me see that you don't fail, even when life doesn't look like I hoped it would. You're still good. The prayer for the morning after, Lord, tonight. I don't just pray for now, I pray for the morning after, when the world starts shouting again, when the anxiety tries to return, when the memory of peace fades. Let me carry this quiet with me. Let me walk differently. Let me move slowly and intentionally, not rushed by pressure, but led by presence. May the peace I receive tonight go with me into every conversation, every room, every decision. You are with me, then, now, and tomorrow. Amen. You come a long way tonight, not physically, but spiritually. You came with a heavy heart, and you chose not to carry it alone anymore. That is courage. That is faith. That is healing in motion. You didn't need a preacher. You didn't need a platform. You didn't need people clapping for you. You simply needed to remember the only truth that matters when your soul feels bruised. God never fails. Even when it looks like nothing's changing, He is still working. Even when your eyes see nothing good, God is still good. Even when people walk away, He stays. Even when the pain keeps repeating, His mercy keeps returning. So tonight you've done something sacred. You talked to God, not people. You chose presence over popularity. You chose surrender over stress. Let's reflect for a moment. Ask yourself, do I feel lighter than when I began? Did I speak honestly with God, or did I hold back? Can I release what's still gripping my heart into His hands tonight? This is not about how beautiful your words were. This is not about whether you cried or not. It's about the posture of your heart. And if your heart leaned even slightly closer to God tonight, that's enough. That's more than enough. Now, as we prepare to rest, here's what you must know going forward. 1. You do not need to apologize for your emotions. You're not too much. You're not too sensitive. You're not too weak. You are human, and being human is not a sin. It's an invitation to lean on a God who is never shaken. 2. You are not behind in life. Comparison will lie to you. Social media will scream at you. Even people you love might unintentionally make you feel small. But God's timing is not your enemy. He is not late. He is strategic, and He is building something in you that isn't rushed by the world's calendar. 3. You don't have to do tomorrow alone. When you wake up, you don't have to put your armor on alone. You don't have to face that meeting, that heartbreak, that silence, that schedule by yourself. He is already in your tomorrow. He has already prepared strength for the next wave of thoughts. And when those voices try to creep back in to tell you you're not enough, remind them who your God is. God never fails. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not a mistake. You are not an accident. You are deeply seen. You are deeply known. You are deeply loved. And in the middle of your hardest nights, you are still being held. Now, if this night prayer script touched you, if even one word helped your heart exhale, if you felt a bit more human, a bit more free, a bit more like yourself again, then don't keep this moment to yourself. Take a moment to subscribe to this channel. This is not just content. This is a safe place for your soul. A resting place for the heart that doesn't want performance, but peace. Turn on notifications so that tomorrow night you don't have to search far for comfort. Let peace come to you again, right when you need it. Share this with someone who needs a gentle reminder that they don't have to explain themselves to the world. Just talk to God. And if you ever forget everything we said tonight, if the pain comes rushing back and the noise tries to drown you out, if your strength fails again, just remember this one line. Talk to God when your heart is heavy. Do not talk to people. God never fails. Let that truth be your shelter. Let it be your anchor. Let it be your anthem when words won't come. Because you were never created to carry the weight of the world alone. You were made for peace. You were made for God. Now rest. Close your eyes. Let your breath slow. Let your mind uncoil from the thoughts that have strangled your joy. Let your body receive the stillness it has been denied all day. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to rest in the arms of the one who does. Tonight, you are loved. You are safe. You are not alone. You are not beyond help. You are in God's hands, and He never fails. Amen.